everyone! Here we are again on our next lesson, Understand and Represent Exponents. So this is now our lesson 1 for Unit 3 or Lesson 3. Our essential question will be, how can you write and evaluate numbers with exponents? And write and evaluate numbers with exponent. Before I move forward, what is an exponent? So you could stop this video and think about it. But if you said that exponent is a way to express a number that is being multiplied many times. So exponent represents a number, how many times it's gonna be multiplied. And for this lesson, I just gonna be working with you with example 1 and 2. Understand and represent exponents and evaluate exponents. Let's work on the third one in the different lesson. Let's start with a challenge activity we have. Alright, so let's do solve and discuss. So if you look at the table, we're gonna be completing the table, and let's use a folding paper to figure out what the answer gonna be. So fold a sheet of paper in half, then the number of sections you see when it is unfolded, and record the chart. So we already have the first one. If I fold the paper into, just fold it first, the first fold, number fold, and you will get 2 sections of that. The number of sections are 2, and the number of 2s, you could get 1. I'll show you a picture to see what it is. So here's the first paper. I folded it into half. So the first fold, so now you gotta have like 2 parts of it. How many number 2 you get? You get it 1 number 2. Like how many 2s are there? So you got 1 2s. So that's why it's here. You fold 1, number of section is 2 of them, and how many number 2s are there? So there's only 1 2. So it says if I fold it again, so I gonna get 2 by 2, which is number of section is 4, and how many number 2s there gonna be? Let's look at a picture. So this is gonna be our second fold. Our second fold looks like this. So I fold it in half and fold it in half again. So we're gonna have 4 sections, and how many number 2s are there? So this is 1, and that's 2. So we have 2 number 2s. Then we're gonna fold it again for the third time. And how many sections are there? There'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 sections. And how many number 2 do we have? That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. For the third fold that we have, we're able to get 4 sets of 2, right? So that's why we're able to get 8. So how many 2s are there? There are 4 of them. Let's look at the fourth fold. So here's our fourth fold. We fold again into half the last fold that we have. So we're able to get how many number 2? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're able to get 8 2s. So in this case, your good side that fourth fold gonna give us 2, and there are 8 of them, and we're able to answer 16, and here we could get 8, right? So if I'm gonna fold it in 5, how many do you think 2s I could produce, or you could produce? Stop and think about it. So if you have seen the pattern based on the activity we have, the number 2 doubles, and it doubles again, and it doubles again. So with that said, 16, we double that. How many do you think we double by 16? So we got 32. So if I get 32 here, how many number 2s are able to make since we're doubling it? If you said 16, you get it right. So our answer is 16. We're gonna use this idea later on for squaring. Remember what we did? We square it, and then we square it again, and then we square it again. So this is what it is. So if you got your answer this correctly, you're good. So let's listen to the video that we have for today and what lessons we could get. All right.
How can you write a number using exponents? The expression 2 times 2 times 2 represents the number of cells after 1 hour if there is one cell at the start. How can you write this expression using exponents? How many cells will there be after 1 hour?
I'm gonna stop, and I know we already have an idea how it works. So some bacteria cells divide every 20 minutes to make 2 cells. So how can you write this expression using the exponents, and how many cells will there be in 1 hour?
An exponent is a way to write a repeated multiplication expression.
You can use an exponent to write repeated multiplication of a number. Exponents are useful because they can shorten expressions that show repeated multiplication. The number that is repeatedly multiplied is the base. The exponent tells how many times the base is used as a factor.
So again, so if you have seen 2 to the power of 3 or any number that is raised to another number, so that little number of there is an exponent and this one is the base. And we call this the factored form of the expression, right? So 2 times 2 times 2, how many times that's number 2 being multiplied? So 3. So based on that, the exponent represents how many times that base is being multiplied. So on the other hand, if we have 2 to the power of 3, that is 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8, there will be 8 cells in 1 hour, right? So if I am going to expand to the power of 3, we could always say that it is the multiplied form or the factored
The
form.
third power equals 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8. There will be 8 cells after 1 hour.
So again, this is the reverse of what we had just a moment ago. So any questions for this one? Just raise your hand. On your own, I want you to try this. There are 2 times 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 the bacteria cells after 3 hours. Write a repeated multiplication as a power and then evaluate. Why can you represent the number of cells after 2 hours in a power to the power of 6? So you count how many 2's are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So after 3 hours, it multiplied 9 times. Why is it 9? Because every 20 minutes, right? So in 1 hour, there are 320 minutes. So if you have 3 hours, then you have like 9 20 minutes. So that's why you multiply it to 9. If you're gonna write this into 2 to the power of 9, and that will be as a power form or an expression with the power of exponent. And if you multiply 2 to the power of 9, that's gonna be 512. You know what it's done, right? It's not 2 times 9. It's 2 times 2, which is 4, times 2, which is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 times 2 is 32, and so on. So you end up with 512. How about if it's 2 to the power of 6? How much will it be? If you said that 2 to the power of 6 is 64, then you're correct, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you multiply that. 2 times 2, 4 times 2 is 8 times 2, 16 times 2 is 32, times 2 is 64. Okay, let's try example 2. So evaluate 1/3 to the power of 3. It's the same thing with a whole number. You're just gonna multiply, let me get a pen. You're just gonna multiply 1/3. How many times are we gonna multiply this? 3 times. 1/3 times 1/3. And that gives us 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. And then 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. So if you get the answer 1/27, then you got it correct. I want to try this on your own. Good luck, guys. And if you got your answer 16 over 25, you are correct. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 16. And 5 times 5 is 25 times 5. 125 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. And 25 times 5. And then times 5. So you got 125. 16 over 125. I want you to self-check what you learned and how do you understand this lesson. And with this in your book, I will see if we're gonna have more examples or we're good to go for our next topic. All right, until next time, everybody, have a good day. Bye.